return up past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Duggan looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw is Duggan. That's taken in. It's Xavier again. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. The Panthers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Throwing, Duggan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we've got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
You look at this Carolina defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And
I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now a handoff to Chandler. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6. To the air with McCarthy. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Duggan now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Chandler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Let's go now.
Duggan will look to throw this. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Here's Duggan to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Duggan. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Watkins, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Duggan escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dugan. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They run it with Chandler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Chandler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On play action, McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw. Dugan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Let's go now.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's McCarthy. Drops this underneath for Chandler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer.
On first down, Chandler knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. In motion right is Addison. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ty Chandler punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Panthers 10. Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Chandler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 171 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Panthers 10. Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Throw right side taken by Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Touchdown, Panthers. Adonai Mitchell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Chandler, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now McCarthy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan steps away to his left. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Another